Let's begin the practice by lying down on your back on the mat. It's a wonderful thing that you came to your mat today to practice yoga. Let yourself arrive in your body and on the mat, knowing that all the things you need to take care of, all the things you need to think about, will still be there when you're finished. But because of your yoga practice, you will tend to those things with a different state of consciousness. So practicing today is very much worth your while. For the practice today, I would like to suggest an intention, and that is the intention of learning how to use your power wisely. You are entitled to determine for yourself any actions that you'd like to take in this life. And you are entitled to see those actions through to completion. But sometimes you get distracted. And sometimes you get discouraged. And sometimes you temporarily believe other people's negativity about your endeavors. Through this practice, you will learn how to regulate your energy so that you can infuse your actions with purpose, thereby creating stamina for all you do. Through the body, you will learn to keep your power and how to use that power wisely. So a good way into learning how to regulate power is to regulate your breathing. So as you arrive deeper and deeper to the ground, notice your breathing. And we're going to consciously create deeper inhales and longer, slower exhales. So inhaling deeply and exhaling long and slow. This is your first expression of power, is the ability to control your own breathing. You are communicating to every cell in your body through your breathing that you are steady, at ease, and focused. Now let's begin by drawing the legs together. And we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. It's going to get pulled into your chest at some angle that feels right. It could be directly up the middle. It could be out to the side a little bit. It could be even across the midline. Wherever your hip socket feels most comfortable, pull your knee in gently. Let your shoulders relax. And your left leg is extending long. And there's an opposition between the left leg and the right leg. They're moving in opposite directions. And you're breathing here, controlling your breath. Deep inhales and long, slow exhales. You're practicing with this gentle movement how to keep your attention focused on the task. You're practicing how to regulate your power. Stay with it, breathing and feeling. Any other thoughts that may come in today during this practice, you can thank them and tell them that you'll get back to them later. It's almost like taking a message at an office, right? Those thoughts will still be there later, or maybe not. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Excellent. Now switch legs. Now the right leg extends, the left knee comes in, and you hold that left knee in any angle within the hip socket that feels right. The feet and the legs are moving in opposite directions. And return to your breathing deeply in and slowly out. Practicing controlling the breath, practicing how you use your power. And always in the practice of yoga, we look for the places in our body where we can be steady and at ease. Maybe in your eyes, in your jaw, or in your shoulders right now. Stay with it, cultivating the terrain for mindfulness, for steadiness, and for right use of power. Excellent. Let the leg come down. Bend both knees, feet on the ground, and feet about as wide as the yoga mat. And then we're going to do something called windshield wipers. So it's like both legs fall to the right. Then you lift them up and both legs fall to the left. Feet stay on the ground. And this is a bit of a mobilization for the hips. Let's go back and forth. You are still breathing long and deep. Let's do a few more. So we're hydrating the hips in this way, bringing some more circulation to the hips, moving stagnant lymph away from the hips. You are steady in your eyes, in your jaw, and in your shoulders. And now we'll move on to stretching through the hip. So let's start with the right leg. And the right ankle will come onto the left knee. The left foot stays down. So first we're going to contract the glutes of the right side. And we'll do that by squeezing your glutes so that your knee travels away from the head, and keep pressing the knee away from the head. Belly draws in, and hold here for 5 seconds. But you're not holding your breath. You're still breathing. It's just that the muscle is squeezing. Excellent. Now release that and pull both knees in towards your chest to stretch the glutes on the right side. And hold here into this stretch for a few seconds. You're still breathing deeply. You're still relaxed in your facial expression and in your shoulders. Excellent. Put the left foot down and repeat. Squeeze your right buttock so that the knee travels away from the head, and you're pressing that knee away from the head for 5 seconds or thereabouts. And you're feeling the pressure of contracting your muscle, but you're not losing your steadiness. You're still steady and breathing. And now release that and stretch. So pull both legs in towards the chest in the same configuration. You may assist this stretch by reaching through and holding the left leg. Excuse me. And let's repeat. Put the left foot down. Press the knee away from the head. The belly button draws in towards the spine. And press, breathing, regulating your breath. So now you're putting a little bit more effort into it, right? But you're regulating that effort. And now pull into a stretch so you can bring the left foot up off the ground. You can assist with your arms if you need to, and feel that lovely stretch. Now let's switch sides. So both knees are bent with the feet down. Left ankle over right knee. The right foot stays on the floor. Draw your navel into your body, and now contract the left side of your butt and knee away from the head towards the feet, and contract your glutes, pressing the knee away, still breathing. Remember, my breathing will be different from your breathing because I'm talking. You are still regulating your breath. Deep inhales, long exhales. And now we'll stretch that same side so you can pull your legs in this configuration towards your chest. And if you need to assist, you can hold the right thigh and pull in. And again, you're finding steadiness in your body. You're still regulating your breath. So for the duration of this practice, you're going to be consciously breathing. Long, deep inhales, long, slow exhales. And that's going to make you feel fantastic afterwards. The foot comes down. And again, press the knee away from the head, activating the glutes on the left side. You're feeling an activation, but you yourself are staying calm because you can separate these two things. You can express your strength without getting flustered by that. You're breathing deeply, you're steady. And then release and stretch, pulling the legs in. Continue to breathe. When you have such long breaths, when these breaths are conscious, every cell in your body is getting the message that all is well. And put the foot down, and one more time, press the knee away from the head, activate the glutes on the left side, navel draws in, awakening this part of the body. Face is relaxed, jaw relaxed. Nothing else needs to tense up just because you're showing your strength, right? And then release and stretch. Doing great. Wonderful. And now we'll come to lie on the side. I'm lying on my right side. You can lie on whichever side you can see the screen. So you're going to lie on the side, and the body is straight. The hips are in line with the shoulders and feet in line with the hips. And we're going to wake up that top hip. So we'll bring the leg into something like a tree pose. That would be your foot towards the inner thigh. And then we're going to switch and bring the knee to the inner thigh. And then the foot to the inner thigh. And so we're going internal rotation, external rotation. Internal rotation and external rotation. And what you want to do is you want to be steady. You want to be calm. And also, you want to really feel that you can activate your muscles in both directions. So pressing the knee pressing the knee backwards on the external rotation, and then really pressing the foot to the ceiling on the internal rotation. Back and forth like this. Let's try a couple more. Yeah, just waking up that hip and what the glute muscles can do to that hip. Excellent. And we'll do this on the other side. So rotating to the other side, working the top hip, lying down in a straight line, bringing the top foot into a tree pose, And there's your external rotation. And now we'll try for internal rotation, bringing the top knee to where that foot just was. So knee to knee, and then foot to knee. And we'll try this in a very steady way, in a controlled manner. Because really, it's a simple movement, right? But what you're doing is you're practicing how to regulate your power here. That's going to be important as we move through this practice today. Let's do a couple more. Okay, stay with it. Just noticing how your hip moves in its socket. Very good. Doing great. Excellent. And then coming on to your back, and we'll roll up. And then we're going to switch to laying on the belly. And laying on the belly, we're going to position your arms so that they're ready for cobra. And this one, you might need to look at the screen for this one. But you'll bring your right knee up to the side. So the knee is bent, right? And I'm stretching the inner thigh here as I do this. And at the same time, we're going to come into a cobra and then turn the spine to that lifted knee. Let's demonstrate that again. It's going to happen all in one movement. So as the knee comes up, you come into a baby cobra and twist to the side, straighten the leg back onto the floor, and lay prone. Again, you bring that knee up and turn to the side, and then come on down. So let's try that 5 times. This is a little bit more active. Therefore, you need more control. You need to regulate your use of energy. Stay with your breath. Regulate that. Let's try one more. Good. Excellent mobilization for the hips. We'll try the same thing on the left side. So as the left knee comes up to the side, you press into your cobra and then also rotate to the left knee. Then come back to the start position. Lift and rotate. This could be at your own pace, by the way. Whatever works for you, just getting mobilization. One more time. Excellent. And then we can release the arms, come into a quick child's pose, and breathe. So much about regulating your power has to do with knowing when to take a slight rest. If you're on go, go, go all the time, you're going to burn out. Okay, so here we are. We're now going to try what's called locust pose. We'll come back to the belly. Now legs together, ankles together, thighs together. Squeeze your glute muscles. So now both legs are extremely active. And you can bring your arms down to the sides. Palms face the floor. Now, the head is lifted off the floor, but you're still pointing the nose to the floor, so the back of the neck is long. Now, squeeze your legs together, ankles, thighs, and glutes. Keep squeezing. And the more you squeeze your glutes, the more those legs can lift. And as those legs lift, you might want to just lift your hands slightly. The hands do not rise above the height of the hips. If your hands are lifted, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together and down away from the ears. That's it. Steady as she goes, breathing, regulating your breath. So you're feeling the strength in your legs. You're feeling the strength in your glutes. We're holding here. And you're expressing your strength, but you're not getting flustered. You're not doubting your strength. You're confident. You're confident because you're regulating yourself. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath in. Oh, you did it again. Knowing when to take a moment of rest. Sit back slowly. Go there slowly into child's pose. Super slow. When you gain control over how to regulate your power, how to use your energy through your actions, you actually create confidence in your abilities. You create something called self-assuredness. And that self-assuredness will help defend you against distraction, discouragement, and anyone else's negativity about your endeavors. Here we go, coming up to tabletop. So we're slowly increasing the challenge, and we're going to continue to do so through the practice, but we're slowly increasing the challenge so that you can practice more and more regulating yourself. Okay, good. So knees together, ankles together, hands are underneath the shoulders. You press your shoulders away from each other, draw the navel in, and now we'll take the left leg up and straight back. As you lift your left leg, you don't collapse in the shoulder. Your shoulders stay pushing away, your navel stays lifted, and you're stable. You can even press into the right shin, feeling the left leg strong in the back. You can add your right arm if you'd like to. Height does not matter. What matters is that you're expressing your strength while being calm. It can help to focus on alignment. It can help to focus on sensation. Breathing deeply. Remember, your breaths are long, deep inhales and long, slow exhales. Holding here, building strength. So you might feel a little bit of shaking, and that's great. That's great because you're releasing stress that way. One more deep breath in. And now put the right hand down. Keep your left leg up. And now we're going to send the left leg out to the side. And then bring it back. Now cross the midline, send it over to the right. Let the toes touch the floor on the right. Stretch the top of your foot. And then side bend to the right and look at your foot. Let's do that again. Bring the left leg all the way out to the left. Hold it up in the air. And then bring the left leg straight back. Cross the midline, over to the right. Touch it down and take a look. Again, out to the left. Use your outer thigh. Cross the midline and take a look. Two more. Out to the left, using your muscles. You keep your breath long and steady. One more time, out to the side. And across the midline, take a look. Beautiful. Now bring it out to the left and plant the foot so the toes point forward and the foot is in line with the right knee. You're going to rise up in this position, lift your torso. Excellent. We'll reach the arms up and then side bend over to the left. Inhale, bring the arms up. And side bend to the right. Reaching one straight line from wrist to ankle. And come back up the middle. Over to the left. So you're moving a little bigger now. But you're still regulating yourself in the same way you did when we started. Just because you're doing more doesn't mean you have to loosen your sense of personal power. You don't have to lose anything here. One more time, up the middle, and stretch to the side. We'll do all that on the other side. Legs together, ankles together, thighs together. The hands are in a plank position underneath the shoulders. And now we take the right leg, lift it straight back. Keep your navel in as you lift. Keep pressing your shoulders away as you lift. The back of the neck is long and the head is drawn back so that the ears are over the shoulders. And if you'd like, you can add the left arm, and you can also press into your left shin. And we're going to hold here. And you're going to stay steady. And you're not going to get flustered because you're being strong. You enjoy this show of strength. You're showing yourself that you can be steadfast, that you can tether your attention to the task at hand. Breathe deeply. Holding here, nice and strong. A constant resource for you is your breath. Long, deep breaths. Excellent. Put the left hand down. Keep your right leg up. We're going to send the right leg out to the side. Keep it up in the air as you bring it out to the side using your outer thigh muscles. Then return it to the back. Then cross the midline at the left. The toes touch down, stretch the top of the foot, and then side bend to the left so you can take a peek at your foot. Let's do that again. Bring the right leg out to the right, using the outer thigh. Cross the midline, set it down and take a look. 3 more times. Again, my breath is different from your breath because I'm talking. You are focused on the way that you breathe. Breathe in such a way that you can feel steady. You can control the intensity of your power. 1 more time. Now we're bringing that foot all the way out. We're setting the foot on the ground in line with the left knee. Foot is flat, toes faced forward, and now we lift the trunk in this position. Arms reach overhead, and exhale to the right. Inhale all the way up, and then exhale to the left and stretch your fingertips to your toes, one straight line. Come all the way up, and let's try that again. Over to the right, up the middle, and over to the left. Up the middle. 1 more time. Reaching to the right, all the way up, and to the left. Very good. Come all the way up the middle. And you can come to a child's pose, or we'll try downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, arms are shoulder width apart. Press the shoulders away from each other and down away from the ears. Curl your toes. Pull your navel deeply into your body. And first lift just the knees. Keep lifting your navel. And then keep lifting. And then press back. You're going to press back with bent knees, please. You want the spine to be long in downward facing dog. You want the shoulders to be broad and relaxed. Head is heavy. You want to create lots of space in the spine. Bend your knees. 1 more deep breath in, and on your exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Bend the knees deeply when you arrive so that your seat gets really low. And keep lowering the seat until your seat is lower than your shoulders. Use your back muscles to back bend slightly. That lifts the chest. And then from here, you can stand up safely. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, arms down to the sides. Very good. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Now we'll try some mobility and some strength at the same time. So standing on the left leg, we're going to do some leg swings with your right leg. So lift up the right leg, squeeze the buttocks on the left side, and just swing the right leg back and forth. Now this is going to be your chance to do anything creative here that you want to. You can keep it in a kind of a straight pendulum, or you can swing it out to the sides, or make circles by bending the knee in both directions, right? So this is your time. The only thing I'm asking of you is to stay balanced on that left leg. Squeeze the glutes of the left side. Find your strength. Find your strength. It's okay to be strong. It's absolutely okay to be strong. You don't have to get flustered. This is your personal power. We're going to use it. I'm going to use it wisely. Okay, a couple of more seconds here. Squeezing the glutes on that side. We want to build some bone density. We want to build strength, endurance, tolerance, all these skills. Oh, very good. Now we'll come to stand on the right side. Same idea here. You're going to mobilize your left leg in any way that feels right for you, but try to stay balanced on the right side. So left leg up, squeeze your right glutes, and begin in whatever way feels right for you. If you need to tap down with your left foot, so what? Just keep returning to your purpose. Keep returning your focus to the task at hand. And the task today is to use your body as a vehicle to bring your mind into union with the intelligence within your body. That connection is going to make you feel whole and complete, and therefore more confident and self-assured, so that you can't fall prey to distraction or discouragement. Okay, a couple of more in your own way. And then rest. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Big toes together, heels apart. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate the next sequence with my hands, fingers interlaced just in front of me. Feel free to have your arms out to the side or your arms above you, whatever challenge you'd like to have. So right now, we're going to work on the right leg, right hip squeezing, right glute squeezing, and we're going to step back into a lunge and do it in super slow motion. When you land, your feet are on two separate tracks. Super slow motion in your lunge. If you'd like, you can look down to make sure you're on two separate tracks. Very good. And then we're going to straighten the front leg and then bend the front leg and the back leg. Straighten both legs. Bend both legs. We're going to do this a few more times. And you're going to regulate your breathing. You're going to stay calm. And you're going to join body and mind together. Let's do 3 more. Think about the right glutes pressing you up. And finding steadiness in the face and in the shoulders. Now bend just the right knee. Left leg is straight. We're going to hold this lunge. And here, if you'd like, you can have an expression in your arms that suits you in any way that feels right for you today. It can be cactus arms. It can be hands interlaced behind you and pulling down towards the floor. It could be arms reaching up to sky. Whatever works for you. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Feeling the right side body, right thighs. It's okay. You're using that muscle. It's totally fine. Stay relaxed. Now, I'm going to challenge you to come to standing, but your left leg is going to come right away to lifting the knee up to the chest. So you're really only standing on the right leg. Here we can have the hands interlaced in front of us or on the hips, whatever works for you. Bow forward a little bit. Send your weight into the right leg. And there we go. Lift the left knee to chest. Get yourself really tall and hold. And now see if you can extend your left leg out straight, right thigh working, right glutes working. And then we're going to go back and forth between these two movements. So stepping back into lunge, step, and then stand up on that one leg, knee to chest. Extend the leg out, bend the knee, and again, step back into a lunge, knee to chest. Take it slow, be mindful, regulate your use of power. The second you believe that this is too hard, you lose that self-assuredness. Stay with it. One more time. There you go. Now, the left knee is going to come behind the right knee. You're going to take a squat in the right leg so you can come all the way down to the floor and sit down in a twist. Good. Use your back muscles to sit up tall. You're not using your arms right now. Interlace the fingers, elbows out to the sides, and twist your way to the right. And go there. Keep your right knee tucked in. And then you can gently place your fingers on the ground, maybe the elbow on the left knee. You're not really using your arms too much. Using your waist. And so this is stretching the right hip, just like we did in the warm-up. You're doing great. Okay, circle around to the front. Listen up. Right leg is coming behind you. Bring your left leg forward a little bit. And then you place the right knee down. And it's going to look like your left leg is in pigeon and your right leg is bent with the foot behind you. We're going to do a hip mobilization one more time. You can watch the screen for this one, so you can interlace your fingers, elbows out to the side. We're going to use the abdominals and the glutes to make this mobilization. So we're going to lift up and stand up on your knees and squeeze the glutes and press your hips forward, and then sit down, turn left, turn right, back to center, stand up on your knees, squeeze your glutes, sit down, turn left, turn right. That's the whole thing. Now you go ahead and continue this with your mindful breathing. Learning how to regulate your power here so that each repetition feels just about the same intensity. You're not losing sight of who you are simply because you're expressing yourself physically. Excellent, good. Hands down to the floor. Come to hands and knees. A quick little downward facing dog with bent knees. Walking your feet to your hands. Big toes together, heels apart. Drop your buttocks very low so that they're lower than your shoulders. Back bend a little bit, chest is proud. And this is how we come to standing. Reach the arms up in space. Inhale. Exhale, arms down, Tadasana. We'll try this all on the other side. So we can interlace the fingers, elbows out to the side. Now we're going to work the strength on the left side. We're going to step back into a lunge very slowly. Your right leg lands on a separate track. So stepping back to the lunge slowly, in control. Excellent. Straighten the front leg. Inhale. Both knees bend, lower down, and come back up, both legs straight. We'll do this several times. Bending both knees to go down, straightening both knees to come up. Go back to your deep inhales and your long, slow exhales. You can regulate your breathing while you're doing this. It's totally possible. Let's try 3 more. So naturally we want good alignment, and you're making sure that your left knee is staying right over the ankle. It's not moving inwards or outwards. Now left knee bends, right knee stays straight. Hold your lunge, pull your belly in. Again, you can express whatever you want with your arms. They can be straight up. They can be out to the sides. Holding this lunge feels kind of victorious, doesn't it? Breathing deeply. Exhaling slowly. Now interlace the fingers, lower the elbows. We're going to try to stand up on just the left leg, right knee to chest. Shift your weight into your left leg, shift forward, and up you go. Right knee up, hold it here, belly in. And then extend your right leg out and hold it here, squeezing the left glutes. That's it. And we're going to go back and forth like this. Step back into a lunge and come up on the one leg, knee to chest. Extend it out. Bend the knee again into a lunge. Working the left hip, left glutes getting super strong. You are staying super calm. And again, sit back. One more time. Now right knee behind the left knee. You're going to squat down that left leg and come down to a seated twist. Very good. Not easy. Interlace your fingers. Using your abdominal muscles, turn to the left wherever you can. Then you lay your hands down gently and hold yourself into a twist. We're holding here, stretching the left glutes, left hip. Spine is strong, active, tall, face is relaxed. You're finding length and steadiness. And you're right away regulating your breath, regulating your thoughts. You want to build stamina to stay focused on the task at hand. The task here is to unite your mind with your body intelligence for the sole purpose of creating more integrity, more self-assuredness. Very good. Excellent. Now we'll do the right leg sort of in a pigeon, and then you take your left foot and swing it back behind you. Right foot is making contact with the left knee. Interlace the fingers, elbows out to the side. We're going to stand on our legs in this configuration. Squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Sit down, turn to the right, then turn to the left. Back to center, and up you go. Standing on your knees, squeeze the glutes under, and then sit down, turn to the right, turn to the left, and once again, stand up on the knees, squeeze the glutes, turn to the right, and turn to the left, and back to center. And now we'll come to lay on your belly. On your belly. You can put the hands in a cobra. The face is off the mat, but you're still looking down at the mat. The back of the neck is long. Shoulders down, away from the ears, squeeze them back. Now seal your legs together. Ankles together, thighs together. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze your glutes so much that now your legs lift up off the mat. Your arms can extend behind you. You can lift the arms, but only to about the height of your hip bone. Palms face the floor. Back of the neck is long. We're squeezing into the glutes, squeezing the legs. And you are breathing. You are steady and easy You can express yourself. You can express your strength. You can assert yourself and not lose that steadiness. It is totally okay. You're entitled to be strong. Hold here and breathe. One more deep breath in. Oh, excellent. Come to hands and knees. Yogi's choice of child's pose or downward facing dog. Hold your choice for just a few moments. This is the time to reset. These small little breaks are so important. Okay, come to the top of your mat in your own way. We'll meet in Tadasana. Remember to try to stand up by leading with the upper body first. So we're progressively becoming more and more mobile, adding challenges, but I want you to feel that you've been steady the whole time. The whole time. Wonderful. Beginning with chair pose. Reach the arms in front of you at shoulder height, and the hands are shoulder width apart. Big toes together, heels apart, knees together. You're going to imagine that you're sliding down a wall where your head, back of the shoulders, and your buttocks are all on the wall. So you just bend your knees. Go ahead now, bend the knees and slide yourself down this imaginary wall. Pull your navel in deeply and hold here. Feeling the effort in your quadriceps, squeeze your glutes. Lift your pelvic floor, lift the navel, relax the shoulders. Face is calm. Hold here. Excellent. Arms out to the side. Keep your knees bent. Hinge over and lay your chest on your thighs. Hold your legs. Immediately drop the weight of your head. Now inhale halfway up so that your back is flat. And exhale to a plank pose. Plank pose can be on your knees if you'd like. Hold yourself in plank. Inhale. On your exhale, slow lowering down to the floor. Inhale, cobra, but squeeze your legs together, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Long neck, long spine, lots of space. Excellent. We're going to move into warrior two. We're going to do it slowly and consciously. Taking the right foot between the hands. Now lower the left heel so that it's in line with the right heel. Left toes coming forward as much as possible while keeping the left heel down. Look at your right knee. It is stacking directly over the right ankle. You want to try to keep it there. Release the weight from your arms. Reach the left arm overhead. Then the left arm to the ceiling. You're going to turn to the left. And now lift your torso. Arms spread out to the side. The torso is turning to the left as much as it can. Your shoulders are relaxing as much as they can. Spreading away from each other as much as they can. Navel is lifted. Your feet pressing away from each other. And then you turn your gaze over the right hand. Breathing deeply. Holding here. So you're holding, working the right thigh especially, and staying calm, right? You are regulating your power. We talked about maintaining your power for yourself. That's going to be right now in your pelvic floor. Those are the muscles that are at the lowest point of your spine. You're pulling those muscles up into your body. Kind of closing the gate there to keep your power to yourself. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more. Cartwheel your way down. Going into a plank. You can do a plank with one leg if you'd like. Slowly lower down. Inhale into a cobra, but squeeze your legs and your glutes. And exhale into a downward facing dog pose with bent knees, long spine. And now it's left leg forward, right heel down in line with the left heel. Right toes spin forward as much as they can. Make sure your left knee is directly over the left ankle. Lift your chest proudly. Release some weight off your fingers. Right arm above the head. Then the right arm to sky. The chest is turning to the right. And now lift your torso. The torso turns to the right. Arms are separated. Reaching away from each other. Shoulders down. You're still pressing the left knee towards the left a little bit. Pulling up your personal power, keeping that personal power for yourself. Belly draws in, chest is up. Face is relaxed, and then looking over the front hand. Easy does it. This is extremely active pose, but you're not going to let yourself come out of it. That's the distraction I talked about earlier. You stay tethered to what you're doing. You do that through regulating your breath. It's not about seeing if you're doing it right or how you look doing it. It's just all about you gaining that quality of confidence, the quality of self-assuredness, the quality that you have the ability to regulate yourself. It's so important. Deep breath in. On your slow breath out, cartwheel your way. Step the right foot to the left foot. Big toes together, heels apart. Lower your buttocks a lot so that your shoulders are higher. Chest is proud. Come to stand, reaching all the way up. Exhale to Tadasana. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Doing great. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Let's try chair again. Remember the wall that we're sliding down. Remember to pull your navel in. Big toes together, heels apart. Knees touching. And start to bend at the knees. Pull your belly in. And sit. It's like you're sitting on a high stool. Breathing deeply. Yes, remember the intention is to use your energy wisely. Find the quality of steadiness. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Reach the arms out to the side. Keep the legs bent as you lower the chest to the thighs. Grab hold of the legs, head down. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat spine. Exhale to plank. Hold yourself in plank. Inhale here. Exhale down to the floor. You'll inhale into cobra, squeezing the legs and the glutes. You'll exhale into a downward facing dog. Hold here for a breath. Right leg between the hands, warrior two stance, heel to heel alignment. Left arm reaches forward, up to the ceiling, then lift your trunk, arrive in warrior two, and hold. Remember, your feet are pressing away from one another, as are your hands. Shoulder blades are down and back as best as you can. Navel in, pulling your pelvic floor up. Very good, breathing deeply. Now straighten the front leg, reach the arms up, touch the hands together above your head. Bring your right foot around to the left a little bit. Then we're going to bend the left knee and squat down to the left, keeping the right leg straight. If you'd like, you can turn the right leg so that the heel comes down, toes lift, set the foot down, rise all the way up, straight legs, arms reach overhead, squat to the right side. You can keep the foot flat like this, or left toes can come to the ceiling for more of a stretch. Set the foot down. Press up to standing. And again, to the left. And now we're gonna stay low and slide your way forward. And we're gonna rise up into crescent pose. Right arm reaches to sky, left arm down the left leg. Lift up, you've got warrior two legs. And then your next exhale, hinge forward, forearm to thigh, left arm reaches either to the ceiling or above the head to make a straight line between the fingertips and the left heel. Pull your navel in, shoulder blades down, keep your power to yourself. You are strong, confident, and so okay with that. Easy. Breathe. Doing great. Now warrior two, still right leg is strong. Press the right leg straight. Come back to both legs straight, arms reach overhead. Clasp the hands overhead. It's a rainbow squat to the left. Very good. Come back up through center, strong legs. Rainbow squat to the right. Good. Now stay low. We're going to transition to the back of the mat. And we're going to come to crescent here. So now we're in warrior legs on the left. Crescent, reaching the left arm up to sky. And forearm to the left thigh. And reaching the right arm either to ceiling or overhead. Left thigh getting strong, breathing deeply here. One more deep breath in. Warrior two. And now cartwheel down. Now you're facing the back of your mat. You can come to plank on one leg or both. And slither your way down to the floor and up into cobra. Squeeze the legs. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Step your left leg between your hands. Set your feet up for warrior two. Heel to heel alignment. Right arm reaches above the head, then to sky, then lift the torso. Arms are reaching away from each other. Feet are reaching away from each other. Left leg is strong. Take your personal power. Pull up your power. Keep it inside for yourself. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. You may feel the sensations of an increased heart rate. Doesn't mean you have to get flustered. You're still steady. You're still breathing deeply. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now turn your left foot towards the right. Arms up, straight legs, hands together on top. It's a rainbow squat to the right. You can turn your foot or not. Then stand up on two straight legs and over to the other side. Rainbow squat to the left. Very good. Stand up tall. Rainbow squat to the right. Now stay low, and we're going to transition to crescent on the left. So it's warrior two legs on the left. Left arm to sky. Right arm reaches down. Hold here. Then it's left forearm to left thigh. And right arm above the head. And we're back to our extended side angle. There's not a lot of weight on the left arm. It's all legs and core holding you up. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath in. Warrior two. Straighten the legs, both feet face the side wall. Hands together above the head. And rainbow squat to the right. Very good. Rise up tall. Rainbow squat to the left. Stay low. We're transitioning to crescent on the right. So it's right legs in warrior two on the right. Right arm up to sky. Breathe. Then it's right forearm to right thigh. Left arm reaches up anywhere that feels good. Keep activating your right glutes, breathing deeply. Deep breath in. On your exhale, it's warrior two. And then a vinyasa, or you can rest in child's pose. If you're doing a vinyasa, you can attempt to do the three-legged plank into your cobra, into a downward facing dog. And walk the feet to the hands. Big toes together, heels apart. Buttocks way down, chest up and proud. And rise up all the way. You guys are doing so well. Exhale, Tadasana. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Remember your capacity to regulate yourself. Don't let sensation weaken you. You stay strong, you stay focused. You build stamina and steadiness. Alrighty. Now we're going to try, almost done, we're going to try eagle on the right side. So you're going to reach the arms out to the side. And this time it's right arm over left arm. And bring the forearms together. And now lift your left leg and cross it over the right leg. And sit into a little squat on the right side. What you want to try to do is make sure that your right knee is pushing to the right. It might mean in your body that your hips are rotated a little bit to the left. If that's the case, keep your hips that way, but then rotate your chest back to the center. Squeeze everything together. Squeeze the legs together, the thighs, squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze your forearms together, squeeze your shoulder blades down. Practicing eagle pose here. Long neck. Regulate your breath. Now we're going to try transitioning to warrior three. That's standing on one leg. So we're going to go slowly. So first, unlace your arms, reach them out to the sides. Unlace your legs, straighten your right leg. Left leg reaches behind you straight. Feel the glutes on the left side. Then hinge forward. Both legs stay straight. It's almost like you're making a letter T shape. And your left leg is long, pushing backwards as though you're trying to press something behind you. Let the shoulders relax, belly in, long neck. Hold here. Very good. Keep holding. Right leg getting strong. And you're breathing. Good. Now we're going to try to come up to standing with one knee to chest. In this case, left knee to chest. Strong left leg. Come on up. Left knee to chest. You can do it. There we go. Now both hands on your hips. Send the left leg out to the side. You can hold the left knee. If you'd like to try for more, you can hold the foot and have the left leg out to the side. Super tall spine, holding here. Squeezing right thighs, right glutes, chest out, face relaxed. One more deep breath in. Now send your left leg way behind you, like you're doing a curtsy, and bow into this curtsy. Come up tall, left leg reaches out to the side. You're still standing on your right leg. Arms reach out, and then Tadasana. Deep breath in, and a slow breath out. You're steady. You're as steady as you were when you started the practice. Big toes together, heels apart, reach the arms out to the sides. This time it's left arm over right. Lace the arms together. Bring the right leg over the left knee and bend your left knee. Make sure your left knee is pressing to the left. Again, if that turns your waist to the right or your hips to the right, that's okay. If it turns your hips to the left, that's okay. But you turn your chest to the center again. Squeeze your shoulders down. Squeeze your forearms together, thighs together, shins together. Squeeze. We're working the left glutes here. Now reach the arms out to the side. We're moving into warrior 3. Right leg is straight behind you. Squeeze the glutes on the right side. Hinge forward with a flat back. Right leg is lifting. Keep lifting your right leg. The more you can lift it, the better your balance will be. Hold it here. Relax the shoulders. Relax your striving. Stay with your breath. Another deep breath in here. We're going to come to standing with the right knee to chest. Up you go. Lift that right knee, lift that right knee. Arms overhead. Very good. Hands to your waist. You can bring the right leg to the side and hold it with your hand. Or you can try to hold the foot of the right side and reach the right leg out to the side and hold. Right leg is active. It's trying to pull up. One more deep breath in. Then take the right leg behind you into a curtsy. And curtsy. Then we're going to come up. Arms in the shape of a letter V and the right leg out to the side. Hold your balance. And come to standing Tadasana. Almost done. Breathe deeply. And exhale, very good. That was slightly more of a challenge, but you're still coming to steadiness. So even when you get distracted, you know how to come back. And the vehicle for that is the breath and or the mind attuning to the intelligence within the body. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Now, come towards the middle of your mat. We're going to try some wide-legged squats here, or malasana. You might need to adjust your stance as you move through the exercise, which is okay. We can try to have the arms out in front like this. You can have the arms crossed and holding opposite shoulders. Or for a greater challenge, you can try to have the arms up. Inhale deeply. And on your exhale, pull your navel in, pull your pelvic floor up, and now hold them there as you breathe. And we're going to slowly lower down on an inhale to wherever you can and rise up. Keep this slow. Inhale on your way down. And exhale as you press the ground away and reach up. Keep your shoulders relaxed if you can. Again, you can put your arms in front of you like a genie. And come up one more time. And now we're going to stay low. And you have the option to stay low. If you're staying low, don't sink into the malasana. Rather, lift yourself up. Remember to keep your energy to yourself, right? You want to draw your power back in. If you sink, you're losing it. So keep your power to yourself. If you want to try for crow, put your hands in your plank position. Bring your feet together. You're going to sit down. Okay. And then you're going to lift your hips so that your knees can come onto your upper arms. Shift your weight forward, and eventually your toes will lift. Squeeze your feet to your glutes. Squeeze your feet to your glutes. We try to straighten the arms as best as we can. Breathing and holding. And then toes down. Oh, you're doing so well. Now, one more thing here. We're going to come to a downward facing dog. Hold your downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Let's reach the right leg up to sky. Bend that right knee. Lift the thigh. Send your foot over to the left so you can see it under your left armpit. Keep sending it there and flip yourself over. And we're in reverse tabletop. Good. Come back around. Three-legged dog. Send your right foot to the outside of the right hand. And right arm reaches to sky. And it's a twisted lunge. Chest is proud. Arms are in a straight line as best as you can. Squeeze your right inner thigh. Left leg is really straight and you're breathing. Now we're going to try side plank. Bring your right hand down into a push-up pose. Right foot stacks on the left foot. Shift your weight to your left side. Reach the right arm up. There we go. Hold your side plank. Now take your right foot and stamp it on the ground in front of you. Drop the left hip towards the ground. Right hand reaches. Good. Then we compress it right back up. Right hand to ceiling. Lower the left hip and the right arm. Back up to ceiling. One more time. Lower your hip and the arm. Press yourself up. Good. You want to challenge, see if you can come back to Vashisthasana. Slowly coming to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now it's left leg to sky. Bend the left knee. Send your left foot over to the right so you can see it under your arm. Keep sending it that way. Allow yourself to flip over into reverse tabletop. Squeeze the glutes. Come over slowly to three-legged facing dog. Left foot outside the left hand. Right hand stays down, chest is proud. Left arm to sky in a straight line. And breathe. Regulate your breath. Find your power. Find your steadiness. Very good. We'll try Vashisthasana on the right. Both hands down. Pivoting onto the outside of the right foot. Left foot stacks on the right. Left arm to ceiling. Then the left foot will stamp in the middle of the mat in the front of you. You'll lower your right hip down and lower the left arm down. Stretching through the outer thigh. Press back up. And again, lower down. Stretch. Press back up. One more time. Lower down. And press back up. And then flip over. And we'll take a child's pose. Big toes together. Knees wide apart. Sit down on your heels. And rest your head down. Let yourself really rest heavy here. It's so important to know how to rest. Resting is part of being powerful. Take a couple of more deep breaths in and slow breaths out. And now let's transition to laying on the back. You'll come to lay on your back. Just like when we started. And the feet are on the floor with the knees bent. And we'll have the arms alongside the body. Very good. So the feet are somewhat close to the buttocks. Sometimes a good alignment is just have the tip of the middle finger touching the heel. Doesn't have to be. If that feels okay, then do that. Knees are definitely in line with your hips. Shoulder blades are squeezing together under the lungs. And now draw your navel in. Curl your buttocks up off the floor. The buttocks are squeezing, so they're actually tilting the pelvis under, like you're tucking your tail. And so bring your focus right there onto the buttocks, squeezing there. It feels like the inner thighs are squeezing a little bit, and they are to keep the hips and knees in one straight line. Holding here. It feels a little bit like you're standing on your shoulders, but your neck is relaxed, your face is relaxed. And lower down. You can maintain the double-legged bridge, or for more of a challenge, we can try single leg bridge. So in this case, let's try the right leg extends, keeping the thighs at the same level. Try to sense that. And again, drawing the navel in, squeezing the buttocks, and lift yourself with that left side. Maybe you need to peek and see that your thighs are at the same height. And squeeze, keep standing on your shoulders, long neck, face is relaxed. And your inside is relaxed. You're calm. Yeah, maybe you're shaking. Maybe you feel it. Maybe you're tired. It does not take away your steadiness. Practice. Practice steadiness. Deep breath in, slow breath out. One more deep breath in, and on the exhale, lower down. Again, you can continue to try for 2 legs at the same time. You want more of a challenge? Try 1 leg. So this time it would be the left leg extending, same height as the right leg. Draw the navel in, squeeze your shoulder blades, and lift the pelvis up by tucking the tailbone under. Squeeze your left leg straight. Right side working. Relax your face. Just expressing your strength. You can own this strength. You're entitled to be strong. You don't have to be afraid of your own strength. Even if you shake, so what? Breathe deeply. Very good. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale. Oh, doing so well. Right ankle to left knee. And we'll come back to that lovely stretch. Bring the legs in this configuration close to your chest and enjoy this stretch. Coming back to that sense of steadiness and ease. This sense of steadiness exists in you at all times. The practice of yoga helps you access it, helps you remember it, helps you stay in a good relationship with it. Breathe deeply. Very good. A couple more deep breaths. Enjoy this stretch. Let your left leg really relax. Let your neck be really long. All right, let's switch legs. So now it's left ankle on the right thigh. Bringing this configuration close to your chest in any way. And deep breaths in, reset your neck, reset your shoulders. Right leg is relaxed. You're almost done. Practicing. What you practice on the mat translates into your life off the mat. So this right use of effort, right? This ability to regulate how you use your personal power, that can be used at any time with your children, with your work, with even your own negative thoughts. You are entitled to choose your actions in this life and entitled to see those actions through to completion. But you need the strength to overcome distraction and discouragement, especially discouragement from other people. This practice of yoga helps you create self-assuredness and confidence. Breathe into that right now. Very good. Let's place both feet on the floor, knees are bent. Lift your hips a little bit and set your hips down to the right. Lift your feet up, knees to chest, arms out to the side. And let your legs roll over to the left. So you're in a spinal twist. Close your eyes. See if you can relax the right side of your body. Eyes are soft, jaw is soft, tongue is soft, neck is long. Finding steadiness somewhere in your body. And when you locate that place of steadiness, you try to let it spread out through the rest of your body. You tether your mind to that quality. Very good. Use your abdominals to pull your legs back through center. Come back to laying flat on your back with the knees bent, feet on the floor. Lift your hips, set them down to the left, knees to chest, and lower your knees to the right, and stretch. You're going to find that the stretches feel different side to side, but there's no reason to criticize yourself or judge yourself, because that's the negativity that's going to stop you from achieving your goals. Just notice and say hello to whatever's there. And then with your steadiness and your mindfulness and your right use of power, this will eventually change. It's up to you in which direction you want it to change. Change for the better or change for the worse, but change it will. So just say hello to your body and accept whatever's present. Very good. Using your abdomen to pull your legs back through center, straighten yourself out, and we'll come into Shavasana. So extend your legs straight. Allow your knees to fall outwards towards the side, toes pointing towards the side. Shoulder blades are tucked under the lungs. The back of the neck is long. Arms are out at any angle that can allow the tops of your shoulders to set back towards the floor. Palms are up. And you've made it to Shavasana. This is where we started. And you went on a little journey of personal power. And hopefully you feel a little different. Hopefully you feel more confident and more self-assured in your capacity. Let yourself rest now. Your body is moving down towards the floor, and you know that the floor is there to support you. Your eyes are soft. There's no need to look out anymore. Just look in. Look in towards your inner peace. The muscles around your eyes soften, and your jaw softens. Your tongue moves away from the teeth. Your neck is long. Your breathing is as it wants to be right now. You can let go of controlling the breath. The breath is subtle. It doesn't disturb you. And you rest, enjoying being with yourself. Now notice how you feel. Perhaps you feel like you're in your whole body all at once. Just notice the quality of being. And put a label on that. You're going to try to maintain this quality of being while you come up to sit in your own way. You can move through the limbs gently and slowly in any way that feels right for you. But do not disturb this quality of being. Do not disturb the water. And we'll meet sitting. And if sitting is uncomfortable for you, we'll meet standing. Whatever works for you. It is so wonderful that you came to practice today. Your actions show that you really care about yourself. Your actions show that you know that when you take good care of yourself, it positively affects those around you. It's so wonderful that you came to practice today. Today you learned that you could express your strength without getting flustered. Today you learned that you're entitled to be strong. You're entitled to choose your actions and to see them through to completion. You learn that you have the power to come back from distraction or discouragement. You learn that you can be steady no matter what. Let's bring the hands to the heart, and you can bow your face to your heart, to your body. Thank your body for all it can do. The fact that you can do this practice is wonderful. Thank your body for that. Enjoy feeling your strength and fulfilling your actions as you desire. Namaste.